Hello, I'm Jon Dittert, your host for this drum lesson, and today we're going to learn how to change a drum head, mostly because I need to change my own drum heads, and why waste the opportunity? This is a quick and simple process, so this will be a quick and simple video. The only tool you will need is a drum key. You should have gotten one with your drum or drum set, but if you didn't, head down to your local drum shop and pick one up. It should cost you less than $5. The first step is to remove the old head. Take your drum key and loosen the tension rods until you can remove them, then remove the rim, and then remove the head. Since your drum is now open, take this opportunity to make sure it's clean. Turn it upside down to get any fuzzies or lint out of it, and wipe off the bearing edge with a soft cloth. Take your new drum head out of the box and place it on the drum. Some people like to line up the head logo with the drum logo, but that's a matter of personal taste and personal OCD-ness. Place the rim back on the drum and then reinsert the tension rods. Set them into the lugs, but do not put any tension on them yet. At this point, we're just making sure everything lines up. Now, using your fingers, tighten two opposing tension rods until they are finger tight. This means that you can't tighten them anymore with your fingers, but you have not yet used your drum key. At this point, your head is technically changed. The only thing that's left is to use the drum key to tune the head. Now, tuning is a matter of personal taste and some debate, but I will give you a few guidelines. Remember that the goal of tuning is to get the drum to sound good to you. So any method or tension that gets the sound you're after is technically correct, even if it makes other drummers cringe. That being said, I would advise you to go slowly and methodically. Never turn your key more than half or possibly even a quarter turn at a time. When you adjust the tension at one lug, move to the lug directly opposite it and adjust that one next. Then repeat this process for each pair of tension rods. This keeps as even a tension as possible on all parts of the head. Note that you'll probably have to go around the drum multiple times with this process. Most rock and pop drummers like the sound of drums tuned relatively low, so you don't need that much tension on the head. Obviously, you don't want to have any wrinkles on the head and you don't want the head to buzz when you strike it, but other than that, it's up to you. A good rule of thumb is to get the drum to sound the same pitch when you tap in front of each tension rod. This takes a lot of trial and error, but it can be done. You also want to pay attention to the pitch of the top head versus the pitch of the bottom head. If you make the bottom head slightly higher in pitch, you'll get a nice little whoomp pitch bend in your drum. Not only does this replicate the sound you hear on a lot of records, but it can also mask any irregularities in your tuning. Once the drum sounds good to you, you're officially finished. Congratulations! I know some of you are asking, do I need to break in my drum heads? I'm sure you've seen people perform CPR in their drum heads, or take a blow dryer to the head, or even stand on them. The technical term for this process is called seating a drum head, and its purpose is to get the head to conform to the shape of the drum. This step was vitally important when drum heads were made out of calfskin and drums were made primarily by hand. Today, however, your drum head is made out of plastic and everything is made by a computer-controlled machine. There is virtually no reason to do this anymore, and in fact, most drum head manufacturers recommend against it. You are more likely to do harm to your drum head or your drum than you are to do any good. I hope you found today's video helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below and I'll do my best. If you'd like to see a video on how often to change your drum heads, click here, and if you'd just like to see the next random video I make on this channel, click over here. No promises though, but as always, thanks for watching. I don't know.